welcome back everybody. It's time for yet another episode here on the 10 Vince channel. And you were thinking that I was gonna say that in this episode what we're gonna do is build the factory itself, but no, look, I've already done it. Yes, in the last episode we had basically created all the innards of the factory. This was done, the bottom floor was done before, and then we did the top floor in the last episode where many more complicated things happen. And then I needed, of course, to wall it all in because that was what I was going to do, but no, I've already done it. Look at that. And the reason is because I don't want to make a video showing me going, what do I want to do? And then 40 minutes later going, oh, okay, I'll finally do this. And then it's like 10 minutes of clicking the same button and doing the same thing over again and over again. It's not very good video. I do smaller building episodes every once in a while, but for this, it's just massive. I didn't want to do a building episode, so I've done it all off of recording, off episode, whatever you want to call it. Oh, check it out. I've never noticed. It's got like a USB input over here or something. Or it's just a place for bees to hide in. Yeah, so I've never, in Satisfactory, I've never done a giant building project like this before. Now I've built a giant factory, and in it, it's got many, many buildings, but never have I built a single, like, giant building. So this is my first time, and it's given me a chance to definitely use the kind of update 5 features with all the extra building stuff in there. It's really cool. Quite useful features, and look, I've gone kind of, maybe I haven't gone crazy with it. A lot has changed. This has been many, many times have passed since the last episode. Let me very briefly walk you through some of the changes. Alright, so of course first with the building, it's very massive, and I have gone with, I don't know, I didn't really intend it, but it just came out this way. I've gone with kind of like a Victorian architecture, yeah. It's kind of like, you know, these kind of peaked styling points, and like the, I don't know, maybe you could call it a Grecian pillar effect, also Victorian pillar effect on the side. It's not the same on the other side. That's only on, well, these pillars down here and these kind of peaked things right there that peak. It's only on the front side. I haven't bothered to do it on the other sides because, well, this is the front and that's not. And yeah, all the traffic is going to be passing through here on this highway that I have created. Now, I created this in the last episode, well, before the last episode, and you saw it, maybe, if you were alive or watching. And yeah, so I've changed it because I had kind of forgotten that the things had, the building materials had different skins. And these different skins, they cost slightly different resources, but once you put it all down, you don't have to pick it all up and change it. You can just go into your Z menu and pick materials, and you can change it, and it kind of swaps out your materials for what's needed. It kind of refunds what little. You always need concrete, but then depending on the material, you need a little bit of some other material. So you get a refund on whatever you used when you change it over, and it's brilliant. And yeah, this is what I've done. So I've kind of got this like wet, slick concrete that always looks wet. It's really cool. It's like a waxed concrete. For the lanes, in the middle, I've just gone for a kind of a typical concrete look. And then for the lanes, I've actually painted what's going to be driving down here. So these tractors are going to be driving down this way. These tractors are going to be driving down this way. And yeah, before I had the big trucks driving down, but on this road that I showed you in the last episode, it's got these steep bits that are like this, and the trucks, they stall out on these if they're too long. Yeah, the trucks don't have power with their giant wheels and 6-wheel drive and huge engines. They stall out on this grade, whatever it is, like a 30% grade or whatever. Yet the tractors, they don't. And that's fine because if we're using the tractors, the inventory space is half, but that means we can use more, and that'll be cool. And I just think that's cool. I don't know. I kind of like the tractors. You know what? I do like the tractors. They're like a box on wheels, and that's cool. When at least when it comes to tractors, I wouldn't want a box on wheels when it came to my car. But then again, I did have a Pajero Mini once, and that was basically a box on wheels, but in a very cool way. Yeah, but that I kind of forgotten about it, and I kind of unlocked that, and then I found these filters, and then I looked at that, and it's like, oh, all this stuff is new because I had unlocked it in the MAM or whatever it is a long time ago, or no, the awesome shop, yeah, the awesome shop. That's where you unlock it with coupons, and I did that a long time ago, but I'd never really seen them, and I guess I forgot about them. So I utilized that. I can't do anything about that. It's just kind of there. Just a meteor has just impacted our factory. You know, it's been a while. Right, and so I've built this road around here. Let's see. Still, obviously, the factory isn't functioning right now, so all this power network isn't actually functioning, but I'll tell you about that in a second. I have a parking lot here with a road with a bunch of vehicles in it. Yeah, that's cool. I made a bunch of vehicles for the parking lot. Nobody's going to drive them. It's just there. And a road that goes down to the filling stations. If you need that, you just got to be careful, you know, because when you go to the filling station, it will fill your vehicle also with bauxite, because that's what that's for down there. So, you know, if you want gasoline, you got to take a bit of bauxite as well. You know, it's just a trade-off. You know, you gotta do something with your booty. You can't just, you know, feed off the gas. You want some gas? You got to take some bauxite. I do have this. And look, I have power, because what I have done, building this gigantic thing, I just needed power. So what I did, there it is. It's one coal generator powered thing with coal. You know, I had to set that up because one, I was going to need more concrete, because my factory back there is I'm completely out of iron plates. I had to buy a bunch with coupons. I'm running out of other stuff. I'm going to be running out of concrete, definitely. So instead of doing that, I did this. I've gone preemptively installed this. I got some power. I've got concrete going. And just recently, I had to max this out with power slugs. Because I didn't have enough power, because this hover pack uses 100 megawatts of power. It's a huge power drain. And when I was installing, yeah, there are some bits around, especially now, where the edges here where it drops you. No, yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, and also recently I hooked up, let's see, 3 more of these geothermal reactors. I had this one helping out the power network, but I had 3 more over there that were just helping out the factory, which wasn't even running. And so why have power generators separate from this power generator working to, you know, boost the factory, which isn't even running? So anyways, I just hooked those up. I linked those up. I linked it up to here, and then I linked it up to here. So all the... Oh yeah, I forgot I do have one way down there, like 1 or 2. I'll have to go link those up as well. But these actually do produce quite a bit of power. So I'm back on my hover pack. I had problems before. I installed these finally just very recently. That's one of the last things I've done. These are for taking you from the bottom floor up to the top floor very quickly. Other than that, if the power fully goes out, I have a staircase at each end which goes all the way up to the top, just like that. But these use 10 megawatts each. Oh, okay, well, we get a little demonstration there on accident. Like that, it's kind of confusing like that. And yeah, then I've got doors. You can launch yourself out into space or just plummet to the planet below. Either one, depending on what gadgets you have attached to your back. Yeah, so I have all of these kind of going on, and all the way down to the end. So, you know, as I closed everything in, I was constantly, oh no, how do I get up there now? And I'd have to like get my jetpack on and like like parkour my way up to the top. But now I don't. Now I can get up there. I haven't turned the upper ones on yet because it's quite power intensive. I think it's 140 watts for just the bottom floor to power all these hypertubes. So an extra 140 watts with 7 doors, 2 on each door, autosave. So yeah, 140 watts for to power each one. So I haven't powered the top ones, but that's okay, because I have doors right here. If I want to get down, I can just plummet to the bottom or my doom. Let's see, I have installed these very recently. That's probably one of the very, very last things I've done. There's a staircase on the side. You can see it goes up there. You suffer a little bit of rain if it happens to be raining right there, but then the doors, it's right there, It's not a lot of rain. Yeah, these are obviously, well, if you're going to build a power plant, and it's going to be housed in a structure, why not have that structure be useful in and of itself? Why not have that structure do something? So that's what I've done. Look, the power plant with these is actually, well, the power structure housing the power plant itself is actually helping to generate power with these kind of power engine kit buffers here on the side. Yeah, and I've done this on accident. Look at that. There we go. So these things, just because of the size and the pressures in the atmosphere are actually helping to generate a little bit of power, right? You can't just have a bunch of useless decor on the side of your building that serves no purpose at all. It's just like useless decor, right? That would be stupid. So that's what I've done. I have made the building itself helping to generate power for the entire fuel generator network. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea. Up here is the upper floor. Yes. Obviously, because it's up here. That's what we did in the last episode. Here it is. So I've enclosed all of this in. I still got a couple of towers in here. There's one. I've just left them. There's leftover towers in here, and yeah, it's all there. They still. Oh, and I've set up the power network in here as well. That is why these things kind of semi look like they're on. These things, I haven't selected a recipe yet. That's why they're not looking like they're not looking alive. Yeah, and look at that. I have lots of open spaces in the ceiling to, of course, allow light in for all the workers, which aren't here because, well, everything's just automated, If it wasn't automated, you have a bunch of workers here and they'd all be hating their lives, just doing something that they're not interested in, doing it for somebody else, and hating every moment of it. Yeah, so having everything automated frees up people to do something, human. But yeah, you look at all these smokestacks up here, and yeah, there's not a lot. There's less room between this and the ceiling than I thought there'd be. So we need a lot of ventilation. Throat is getting dry, and there's the top. It's like a big open space on the top. And I have these here because they aren't useless decorations just to make it look cool. No, of course not. These are they're solar panel housing structure units. Yes, unit structures, or units, just units in short. And eventually, when Satisfactory gets solar panels... Oh, wait. Hold on, did they include solar panels in Upstate 6? Maybe that's something I have to research in the MAM. Wait, now that I just said that... Have I been brilliant beyond being just simply brilliant? I have already created structures to house solar panels for a power generation facility before I even knew solar panels existed. How brilliant do you have to be to do things like that? I preemptively knew about technology before I even knew about technology and prepared for it. That is forward thinking, yes. And yes, I've installed these because I remembered, it's a bit of an afterthought here, but I remember that in the last one, you know what, in case something happens, you know, maybe they give an update and equipment can be now damaged by like acid rain or meteors or earthquakes, like in Outpost Zero, or wildlife or something like that, and start attacking your things. I don't know. And you know, something happens and the power network goes down and shuts off. I'm like, no, having a power network. So I come over here, figure it out. Oh, that's what shut it off. Well, what do? I need fuel to turn it back on. There I have stored excess fuel. All I got to do is basically connect this pipe here down there, and all of this fuel will drain by the force of gravity down into these pipes and feed fuel into the fuel generator network down on the first floor. And hopefully we'll get enough power to kickstart all the machines in this facility and all of the oil pumps that will also be connected somewhere out there. And that is what we have to do today, is get the oil, as you might have seen in the thumbnail. And therefore I didn't need to explain at all why I wasn't building a factory kind of building today, because you already seen in the thumbnail that we weren't doing that. But there, I've just explained it all kind of anyways. So sorry about that. Let's see, anything, since I'm doing that, anything else? I made like a little entryway in there. Oh, it's got a little workshop in there, a little workshop, you know, a little handcrafting workshop in there. Over here I've got the, whatever it's called, equipment workshop, where I make equipment. I make parts over there, equipment over here, yeah. Just in case, you never know, maybe a car breaks down. Or maybe I need some more miners. Yeah, I can make little mining things in there. Oh, I've just seen something that I hadn't fixed before. Look at that. I can make it. Oh, yes, look at that. So I changed my mind on this. I do not need these beam supports. They look kind of better, just like that, kind of like just this beam sitting on this foundation, and the beam supports are like, the texture is freaking out. So. Look at that. Building part of the series complete. And I think that covers all the basics. You know, I've done a lot of other things too, but they're just little things that I just needed adjustments to piping, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of inside wiring. You know, I wanted of course to be able to fly around in here with the hover pack. But I also wanted to be able to fly around the outside with ample room. That's a part of what these do. This is an added benefit to these kind of power boosters here, is that I don't need to line the bottom floor with power outlets here like I've done on the bottom floor. See right here, like all the power, the main power network is on the ceiling there, so there was nothing here on the floor, so it often, you know, dropped me while I was out here working, flying around. So I put this one along the walls, kind of down low, which helps flying around it, especially while I'm doing the building on the outside. There weren't any on the inside bottom over here. So I just decided to use these instead. Now I can fly out here. See, I'm still good, still good, still good, still good. And oh, that's about the limit right there. So I can fly around out here. You know, now that most of the building, or pretty much all, or hopefully all, the building is actually done, now I can, you know, really get around to it. Ample room. Before I was like here, and I was like constantly dropping, and it could be, you know, I have to like float myself carefully to the ground and get my jetpack on, or run up here and start over again. So definitely, you know, expand the power networks out, you know, because you want to use your hoverpack because it's so useful. Especially when building, So definitely, if you're doing something like this, think about how you can expand your power network out further around your building first as a feature of the building before you kind of basically create all the features of the building, because otherwise it's going to be a pain, because your hover pack is going to be limited to range. You're always going to be reaching areas that drop you all the time. Like if I fly over here, especially if I fly down low, I'll probably get there's just areas. Look at that. Oh, right there. Yeah, right here is like this is not a hot spot right there. Ooh. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm in the drink. Yeah. It's okay. There's very few points like that. And I'm pretty much done building, so let's get on with today's episode. Oh, I don't have my jetpack. What am I thinking? I need my jetpack now. Oil. Oil. Now, if I'd whip this out, scan for oil, boom, look at my map. Here I am. Okay, here it is. So this is an oil node not far away. It's up on this cliff, up in the bauxite cliff area. It's got an impure, normal, and a pure. Oh, it's got all three. I'm not sure what the circles. Oh, you know what? I think the circles mean those are the actual nodes. So it's got 3 normal and 3 pure. All right, I got to do that again. And then I've got 3 regular nodes, or is that 4? Yeah, I've got 4. How do I do this? I got 4 nodes right over here, right outside my factory. So that's epic. This over here is it's not a regular node. These are one of the newer nodes that you got to stick a machine on. It's like a big hammer or something like that. And there's kind of oil geysers all around it. There's like 6 oil geysers all around it, and when it hammers down, those oil geysers get pumped out, and you got to stick a pump on each one and link them all up with pipes, and in the end it's like a really big oil node all in one. But what does it actually need to what do we need? This is going to need one of these, a resource well pressurizer. Oh, okay, it's not all that complicated. All I need is more motors. I'll have to go back to base and get more motors for that. So that's what it is, this big unit that acts like a hammer. These are the little extractor nodes that you put around it. I'm good on that. I might need to pick up maybe an extra stack of these steel beams. No, maybe I don't need that. Other than that, so I'm going to utilize those nodes, but other than that, we've got all those nodes over there. There's a lot of nodes previously where we had on the map, right over here, this big trail that I showed you in the last episode, that our previous power generation network thing was right here, but it was filled in with rocks in case you were sleeping. And we removed it from there, and we let nature take its course over there. We can't build over there anymore because it's too full of rocks. But most of these oil nodes are still there. There's possibly even an extra 1 or 2 oil nodes that wasn't there before over here, and we'll set those up. We'll set them all up on a pipe. We'll fix the pipe that's going through rocks. And you will fix the bit over there that was like floating crazily through the air. That's somewhere around here, I think. And then we'll re-link them all up. We'll get pumps on them, and we'll make some way to pump it all over here, because we want to use it at as much oil nodes as we can, because otherwise, if we expand later, we'll just have to do it all over again. So might as well start out with more oil than you need. We'll link those all up. We'll link all these up, truck them all over here, and I need to decide now. I still can't decide, even to this day, how I want to do that. Do I want a massive pipeline, which would be simple but a big pain to make, or Do I want to make a packaging factory, ship it over here by train, which would also be a pain to make, and unpack it all, and then do that? Or instead of a train, the easiest way would be drones, but then I would need to make a lot of batteries, which isn't, I can set up battery making plants maybe right there. Maybe if there's sulfur. There's definitely water and sulfur. Oh, they need aluminium. That would be a big pain. To be honest, the least pain would just be to have a simple, massive pipeline. Other than that, I wouldn't do the drones, which are actually quite useful. Batteries are actually quite difficult to make. The reason is because of the aluminium that is needed. I either need aluminium sheets, or I need... Oh, hold on. Aluminium sheets? Oh, yeah, aluminium ingots. Yeah. Or I need aluminium casing. The casings aren't difficult to make, but you just need to have aluminium, and that is... Making aluminium, you gotta make this stuff. That's not difficult. That only takes bauxite and water. That's exactly what we have right here, right now. So we could make the aluminium solution. Then to make the aluminium... Oh yeah, you gotta smelt them all from this aluminium scrap. Yeah, so we gotta make the solution. Then we gotta make the scrap. It's a really complicated process, no matter which way you look at it. Yeah, it's just too complicated. You know what I should actually do at some time? I should make a dedicated mass battery production plant. Right now, I have batteries. I'm making batteries, but only enough for actually what I need in the factory to make other things. Yeah, I do have one battery maker just for the drones, but it's got like one machine, and it's kind of like using a bit of what's already there. The infrastructure's already there. Actually, I literally only have one machine making batteries. I have one machine making batteries and one machine making the sulfur acid needed to make those batteries, and that is all I need for my two drones, or no, my one drone, I think it is. One drone and all the other batteries I need in the factory. I'm not using many batteries at all in the factory. I'm just barely getting by with what I need. Drones are pretty useful. If I had a massive, not a massive, but a large battery producing plant, I could utilize drones a lot more, like right now in this situation, but I don't. So do I want to change the episode and say, change your plans, we're making a massive battery producing plant, or do I want to just pipe the oil over here? No, we're not going to do that. I will, you know what, that's a good project. That's a really good project. So I'll do that later. Right now, no. So what do I want to do? Do I want to train it over? I like the trains. Trains are cool. You get to make a train station. You get to make all the unpackaging and packaging plants, which is a little bit boring and tedious, but in the end it's kind of cool because you're packaging and unpackaging all these things. However, to package oil, packaged heavy oil. Oh, I need packages to package heavy oil though. Oh yeah. In order to package heavy oil, I have to be making plastic. In order to make plastic, I'm going to have to make a byproduct of heavy oil residue, which we're already making a lot here in the factory. We're making a lot. Well, actually, you know what? Wait a second. Those are reusable. Oh, I totally forgot. That's actually not a problem. That's not a problem. It's the same thing that I did for my drones. I needed to truck over the nitrogen using the drones. So those require nitrogen bottles, which are made with aluminium, but they're reusable. So all I did was take a bunch of aluminium and I made, with my own hand, a bunch of nitrogen, or a bunch of bottles. And that's all we needed, and I don't need to make any more. Yeah, actually that's not a problem. All you gotta do is, they're easy to make. You just grab a bunch of plastic and you just click it and you make a bunch. You don't need them. The only way that those plastic reservoirs actually disappear is if you use them for fuel, and then you stick the fuel into a vehicle. For some reason, the plastic disappears as the fuel, as the vehicle uses the fuel. Then those units of fuel disappear along with their plastic housing. But when you use a unpackaging plant, they don't disappear. When you unpackage it, you get the oil itself, or the whatever it's containing, and you get the byproduct of the plastic container back again. Those byproduct, the plastic containers, get put back into the station to be picked up by the train or whatever, or the drone, and they get chucked back. The thing is, the drone needs batteries, and the train doesn't. The train just needs electricity. You know what? I might go with the train, because I just feel like the oil, a big long oil, pipeline, it's kind of boring. It's tedious, and yet it's boring at the same time. You know, you got to do a lot of work, and then it's, in the end, it's just not very interesting. The most interesting thing about it is that I wouldn't. What I would do is I would do some surveying and find out where I need to place a bridge and how high, and then I would just build a massive bridge over, to one end, from this end to that end, which is probably roughly about as high as the second floor. That would stick out. That would stick out for you to be able to see it for miles, probably. Maybe not that high. Maybe I'd do it at the bottom floor here. It's a little bit less. Yeah, at least from the top of the building, you can see that everything is really far down. So basically, it's all downhill to where all that oil is. Am I looking at it? Yeah, I'm looking basically right at it. Slightly, the end is actually over there. Or I could have it flow more of a downhill section. I could have it flow, yeah, more of a downhill, which is what it was doing before. And it would then... Yeah, I'm looking right at it. It would then come from this direction, right over there. I'd have to pump it up high and then have it come through that direction. And what I would do is make that kind of big bridge, kind of like a cool big building project. Well, not big. I mean, it's a big project, but like I'd make the bridge itself, the pipeline, the oil pipeline bridge. I'd make like that kind of big cool structure. Kind of like my big highway over there, although I haven't finished with it yet. It's just kind of, all the pillars and stuff are in place, and it looks kind of cool when you see it from the ground, and you're like, whoa, it doesn't look very cool from here, but but when you see it from the ground, you're like, whoa, and you see like the massive pillars and stuff. It actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, something like that. But you know what? I want to do the train. I just want to do the train. I want to have a big train network. Oh, this right here, I just threw this up like in the last 10 minutes of gameplay that I had, because I forgot. Yeah, my battery, these things, the excess power generated can be stored into batteries, and my battery storage is actually way over there atop that cliff. That cliff right there. You maybe can see it. Oh, no. Yeah, it's right over there. It's still there. It's still functional, but, that area is going to be changing probably, and I think right now probably that battery place is possibly slightly overrun with rocks. Even right now, I can't remember. Maybe it's okay, but I want to move it anyways. Why have it way over there when our power facility is now right here? And that place is still probably going to change a little bit. The terrain is, which was the problem in the first place. I'm going to put it right over here. right next to where the power is being generated. That makes sense. I'll just delete it all over there, carry the resources in my inventory, and remake it right here in maybe a kind of a cooler building, because it's not very cool. It's just kind of like placed there. Yeah, so that's what that is going to be, but that's not really... that's just a small useful thing. Right now we have far more power in here than the factory itself actually needs, if I remember right. Not tons more, but just considerably more. Oh, a purple power slug over there. Oh yeah, I've been finding some purple and gold power slugs right over there. Oh, no way, the gold one is back? I just took that thing. The purple one isn't back. The purple one, I took that first, and then later I saw the gold one up there after I got more power to fly up higher. But look, the gold one is back. Purple one still isn't. That's weird. Maybe the purple ones have like a big cooldown timer. The gold ones don't, and maybe so the green ones like respawn really quickly? I don't know. I used to think a long time ago that slugs never respawned. But anyways, you can see like the big front side of the factory from right here. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Ooh. Yeah, yeah. It does look kind of cool. I like this road. Looks better in the daytime, though. But yeah, do be warned, this is going to be a really long episode. I'm sure it's already... Like if I were like one of those people who's like, oh, it can only be 30 minutes for some reason, you know, then I'd have to like end the episode right here, because it's already been that 30 minutes. We've barely even gotten started. But this is going to be a long episode, and, you know, it's a really big project, you know. It's a, you know, from there to here, the train and the packaging and the unpackaging, that is a massive, massive project, and it's all going to be done in this episode. So it's going to be a long episode. Right, so what I need is some AC, a drink, and I need to get over there with probably extra materials and start working on that pipeline. Yeah. And I need to, yeah, bring stuff for a train station and a train. Yeah, as well. I need to go back to base, sort out my materials, and head on over there. Alright, I have arrived, and what I'm thinking is having the train or the oil or one of those kind of come through here. This is the biggest section. It's kind of like at the widest section of this canyon. So, yeah, I was thinking, you know, having the train, of course, you know, ascend upwards. And, well, I wonder if we could even go up straight up there. That might be easy. However, one thing I'm worried about is this entire area changing a little bit. Like, especially like this area. If I snake my thing through there and this area changes, it's probably going to be clipping through something. And yeah, this area is brand new. They still said it's still being worked on a little bit. I feel like it's mostly done because it looks really done. It looks really good. But are they done? I have no idea. This is the problem. But snaking a train up a cliff is really, really, really difficult. What I'd probably do is actually, you know, decide on where my oil pickup pump is gonna point is gonna be. Pump the oil up high, roughly maybe this height. I don't know. Where am I gonna build it though? I mean, it'd just be like, it'd kind of look like an eyesore, wouldn't it? And then have the train not come all the way down here. Yeah. The worst thing is when the terrain changes and kind of buries your equipment. Then you can't like get to it. You can't dismantle it. You can't get it back. It's still there. It's still being rendered by the game, and you know, it's calculated by the game. Yet it's all just buried and useless, right? So that's kind of what I'm worried about. I guess, you know, what are the chances of that happening? You know, maybe less, a lot less now that there's so much work has been done, right? But then again, I'd rather build something up high. But then again, here in this place, it would just look terrible, wouldn't it? I mean, it's just these kind of like coral-looking rock structures with, you know, rock mushrooms growing on the side. Do you know what I'm gonna do? See that area out there? It's nice and pretty. It's tropical. It looks finished. I'm going to build it over there. That's where the train station's going to be. It doesn't have to be super high off the ground. It doesn't have to be on a cliff. It doesn't have to be straddling rock mushrooms on these things. It would just look weird. No, it's going to be over there. Yeah. That's where it's going to be. And then the train, which is a lot less in terms of its building, you know, can come through here. And if there's, you know, a terrain change, you know, the placement of the train track can be hopefully changed. And yeah, the factory, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so packaging plant, it's going to be somewhere out there. Guess it could be here, but this is a bit close to this area. You know, and if they change that area and then they go, well, look at this area. It's a nice big open spot. Wonder what I could do over here, you know, and then they start doing stuff over here, right? So, you know, it's like a big open area is just a temptation for a developer to put something there, right? So I'm gonna put it over there where it looks finished, complete, and solid. Okay, so what I need to work on now is getting these pipes out of these rocks and setting up our new nodes over there. So I'm going to do that, just do it off of the recording. You can kind of see what's happening here. It's all set up this way. This is what I'm going to make again, but I've just got to reroute it around these rocks. I don't know why it's not doing what the normal thing is. Normally when you chainsaw stuff, like a big radius around you disappears, but I'm having to do one plant at a time. All these things are like under the concrete here. Maybe that's the reason, but yeah, I don't know. There we go. Is that clear? That's clear. Just, you know, might as well take out the plants. Don't need the engine rendering plants that are under concrete anyways. Alright, so this is, oh gosh, this is the first big node here. I've rerouted the pipes mainly around it here. Those trees are fine. Alright. That is an oil extractor. That is an oil node. It won't let me place it on it. Right. Okay, the thing is, though, is that it says I've claimed this one. See, it's got a check mark on it, which means I've claimed it. Those I haven't, so I'm guessing I could put one on here, but can't put one on here? Why? There's nothing here. Definitely nothing here. Alright, well I can put one on here. That's good. So get me this one over here. Just have it like that. And like that. There we go. Alright, been working. I think I'm going to need another pipe. I just need to count how many are in each one. And then in the end, maybe I'll make a third pipe kind of towards... Because it's all coming together in the middle. Instead of going from one end to another, I've decided to kind of take from the middle. So, yeah, I need to count how many machines I've got on each pipe. There's only two. See, there's two pipes running down. And so I need to take a tally of how many are on there, and then probably towards the middle, I'll take whatever's extra. The machines, I'll take those onto probably one more pipe, because one machine does at standard speed, it does 120 meters cubed a minute of oil. The pipe will only do 600, so that means I can only have 5 machines on one pipe. And yes, I mean, before it was working fine and, you know, stuff like that, but those 3 nodes over there that I probably just showed you, right? So there was 3 nodes. One of them was kind of messed up. It was glitched, so we couldn't use that. There was 2 over there. So we used 2, hooked those up. And there are 2 machines that I've noticed that are actually without a node anymore. So far, well, you know what? I haven't checked I haven't even checked all the ones we passed. You know what? I wonder, like, if that one and that one, if the node is gone. But I left the machines there because they're already there. You know, I'll take it as a compensation for all the extra work I'm having to do to redo my factory. Because, you know, I get a bit of extra oil out of it. So I'm leaving the machines there that, you know, the oil node has gone. So basically I've ended up with more oil than I had before. Right, but one thing I've noticed is that there aren't any enemies in this biome. Now maybe, you know, maybe they'll just put enemies in the biome and that's it. But that definitely means they're not finished with it. So that is a worry. There's no enemies here. So it's not finished. So what else are they going to do besides add enemies here? Oh, there is an enemy. Look at that. Right down there. There's one of those things. But over there, all while I was working on the pipes, I never saw a single enemy. Oh wait, there's some over there. And that's about where I wanted to put the packaging plant. Okay, well there are some. It's just everywhere my pipes were, there basically weren't. I never ran into any. It's doing it again. This node, this node is brand new, but it's saying I own the node already. Okay, but there's nothing built on it. Maybe I built on it before, but I never have because it's brand new. None of this terrain used to be here. I do have 3 nodes up here. 1 is inside of this rock. There were only 3 nodes, and there's a new one down there. It's never been there. So I don't know why it's saying it's owned, and I can't build an oil extractor on the oil node. You see, that's why I'm leaving the machines on the other ones, because, geez, not only do I have to do all this work, but it's messed up. But, geez, this is a pretty place. It's a pretty biome. You know what, I might just take this oil, I might just cart it around here. Put it down here and back to over, maybe join it up over there. Instead of snaking it down there. There used to be a massive cliff there, that's why it's up in the air. Now, however, it's mainly just a bunch of obstacles and a smaller cliff. I'd have to still pump it up over this cliff and then down there. Yeah, I might as well just take all this route out. I'll just pump it out the back. Down the cliff. That'll be fine. There's bees. Oh, and you know what? Look at that. This node is actually moved. The machines aren't actually on the node. Well, anyways, I'm going to pick up all of this. Well, let me just pick this up. I can't put an I can't put an extractor on there. No, I can't. So they've put oil nodes in here. Oh, maybe they are referenced by number. And the node location itself is moved, but the number has been selected as used. So that one that's like way over there, I wonder, that was moved really far. I'm thinking that node location was actually removed very far, or the extractor that was using it before was completely buried. I'm not sure. But there is definitely one. There is one extractor that I know is completely buried. The pipe is sticking out. Actually, maybe 2. Oh, definitely 2, yeah. So basically, if I actually pick these up and try to place them on the nodes, I'll actually have less oil than I started out with, because somewhere that I can't access, there's an oil extractor on the ground in a rock claiming this node right in front of me that I can't use anymore. So it's very wise that I didn't mess with the pipes yet and delete those pipes I decided give myself an option later. Always leave yourself with as many options as you can. It's always wise, and I have been very wise. Look at that. I have figured out well, I didn't know there was a problem before, but I found a problem, figured it out, and that's what's happening. That's definitely what's happening. If I remove these, I won't be able to use. I'll be down by at least 2 nodes. Alright, so just gotta be careful about that. So like this pipe that's going into this rock where the extractor is extracting oil from probably that oil node that's down on the cliff. Oh dear. Ah! No! Not my chainsaw, what the... Ugh. Go away. I gotta get this thing. There we go. Okay, let me just clear these out. Aha, so if I glitch my head into this rock, I can see the oil extractor there. That's kind of a terrible piping system I put on before, but what in the world? So the pipe comes out here, and then the pipe goes that way and this way. It goes to that machine and that machine. But all I can erase is this right here. So that is connected to the one in there, and this one is connected to the one in there. There it is. No! If I could learn how to... I don't know. Maybe there's like a cheat to like glitch your character through structures in, you know, that would be useful right about now. Actually, it'd be useful. It'd definitely be useful. Mostly sorted out. It's not perfect, but it's working for now. And the big eyesore pipeline is gone. Alright, so I've got, let's see, 5 machines on this upper pipe, 5 machines on this lower pipe, and... Oh, no. Oh, they're connected, but so I've got, yeah, 5 machines up there, 5 machines down there, and coming in on this upper pipe, the second upper pipe, I've got another 3 machines. So this upper pipe has to be disconnected, and I need it to, yeah, go on another thing. Yeah, so I need 3 pipes. There we go. So there we go. And you go over here. Can you go? Oh, there you are. Can you get it or can you not? I mean, just gotta make up your mind, you know. All right, so I need a thing here that is gonna align like that. So this has got 3 extra machines on there. Okay, fine. Just have it kind of, oh man, it's kind of crappy looking. I don't like it. There we go. Okay. 5 machines, 5 machines, 3 machines. There we go. 3 on the top, 5 on each of the bottom. And now it's all accumulated. Oh, but I don't need to cart it way over here because, yeah, that's right. I need to cart it actually back off this way. Yes, that's where I need it to go. Yeah, that's fine as it is right there. It needs to go back off this way, which means no! No, I like these trees. Oh no, one of these trees have got to go, because if I put a third one on, it'll be clipping. Look at that. It's so picturesque right here. This one won't be clipping, but this one definitely will. No, I like this. Alright, so this is going to be the basis of our packing station. Right here, I'm kind of going to build it up high, you know. I just feel like high is safer, you know. Out of the biting range. 4. Alright, and then, so yeah, we're going to put foundations on top of that and start the packing station. And the train station will, of course, be right next to it or on it, something like that. Alright, so this is a packager, and this is the foundation of a packing station. So this thing needs to package this. So I need, it can do 30 a minute. Man, how many do I even need? I've got no idea. So I need, wow, 30 empty canisters a minute. Each one is going to be doing 10 megawatts of power using... Alright, so I need to, of course, how much do I need? I need to match the output to that. So 30 a minute for the standard clocking speed. So I need to know how many machines I need. So if that means I need to go back... no, I don't. Wait. Yes, for heavy oil residue, that is where all of it starts. And I do have a significant quantity of oil already up there. Well, actually, you know what? Let me just match the input to the output. So I have 13 machines, and each one is doing 120. So what is that? Alright, so I'm pumping out 1,560 cubic meters of oil a minute. That sounds like it's a lot. It is. That is a lot. Alright, so that is going to... where's the machine? Right, so it's needing... So it can take 30 per minute. So divided by 30... 52 machines is saying I'm needing. So if I wanted to be able to package all of the oil I'm creating here per minute, I'm going to need 52 machines. 52 machines. That is a lot. But this is a 10 by 10 foundation. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a 9 by 10. Why can't it be 10 by 10? I can make it 10 by 10. Just stick one off the back. Oh, come on now. Come on. Did you get it? No, you didn't get it. It's every time I click the button, it just gives up. Now it's a 10 by 10 foundation. Or maybe I should put that on the... No, can't do that. Alright, yeah, so it's hanging off the back a little bit there. So right, 10 by 10, that'll hold 100. So, because they take up about one square each, right? Yeah, just about. Looks like exactly 1 square each. Let me... Reduction, there we go. Try to put this on the corner. It won't go anywhere. Yeah, so if I turn it around, why can't I put it here? Well, anyways, yeah, they're about 1 square each, so I have enough actually on this one floor to package everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna sort out how I'm gonna arrange it all, and that'll take hours. It won't take hours, but we'll see where we go from there. All right, good. I didn't finish. No, I got this far. That's how I'm gonna do it, and I forgot to get rubber. I gotta go back and get rubber. Actually, when I came here, my inventory was totally full. Jeez, man. I don't think I expected on doing this many machines. Actually, since I'm going back, let me actually calculate how much oil I actually need. From here, at least. Alright, back to it. I think I'm being chased by bees. Oh, many bees. And I had to restart the computer to get the sound back. What is that? I'm not sure. Is there anything? Wait, can I put a machine right here? Refinery. Oil extractor. No, I can't. No, this one doesn't exist. Probably seen that one. I think all this is like mycelia. You can chainsaw up. Probably is, but last time I chainsawed some, I didn't get anything, but maybe my inventory was full. Anyways, there it is. So I've got, let's see, 4 rows of 7 on the bottom and the top. So that's like, what, about 56, I think? Yeah, I think so. So it's more than we need, but what's wrong with having more than you need? For example, I just got back from getting another run of supplies. I needed more steel or iron plates. Jeez, man. I just needed, last time, more than I need. I didn't take it more than I need. Alright, so I'm just kind of lining up all the stuff back of the way. Actually, does this even line up there? Oh, yeah, it totally does, yeah. That'll go just like that when all this is finished. And, yeah, I need a way up to the second floor. The second floor is the same. Alright, making a way. Kind of this bunny hopping business here. Oh. There we go. Yes. There's the inputs and the outputs. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I got to kind of string these around up front. So that's an output, that's an output, and that's an output. So the outputs come around the front and go to the train station. And the inputs are right here and here. Yeah, 2 inputs. There we go. So these need to be connected up. Yes, like this. Ooh. Whoa. Alright, cool. So the building is really coming along, and let's see, everything is pretty much finished there. Top and the bottom, it's all ready to be hooked up. Everything's lined up, and it's all ready to be pooped out the end into barrels of a goopy Texas pudding, or whatever it is. Except for one thing. Yeah. These are train fluid platforms, not train freight platforms. Show you what I mean. There's a train station, that's where it stops at. There's a freight platform, the classic one that we've always used. And the fluid freight platform, I don't need to package up oil or any fluids to take it by train. I don't need to do that. I only need to do that if I have a truck station or using the drones. If I'm using a train, I don't need to package it up. Oh my frick. I wasted all my time building this. I didn't need this. All of this stuff here, I just didn't need it. I can't even remember. What did I show you? Yeah, there it is. I've never seen it actually from this distance, but yep, there it is. All ready to go and completely useless because I didn't need any of these machines. All of those machines, didn't need it. None of them. All the maths that I did, which wasn't actually that much actually, but I didn't need it. They have a fluid platform for loading fluid. Don't know how much fluid it carries. I do, now that I looked at it, I do remember seeing it. And when I was looking through here before, I mean, I know I must have seen it, but it just didn't, like, I was so focused on what I was doing, I just didn't, like, notice fluid freight platform. I don't know when they introduced that. It must have been in Update 5 when they introduced the new train updates, I'm guessing. It was a while ago, to be honest. So what do? Should I leave all this stuff here as it is? There's no reason to. There's no reason to leave it all there. I mean, if I like change my mind and decide, oh, I want to use drones instead, or a truck, you know, then yeah, but a train is just way better than a truck. If you got the track all laid out, which I'm going to do, there's just no reason to switch from the trains to anything else. The trains with the fluid platform, it's a no-brainer now. I was like, should I do this? Should I do that? If I had only known that the trains I could just load the crude oil straight onto the train, it would have been an absolute no-brainer. I mean, that's been weeks since I was trying to decide what to do. I mean, I just had a lot of building to do over there, but now that I'm at it, I just wish that I'd looked closer and noticed. Well, I didn't. I didn't notice. I hope one of you noticed, but I didn't notice. Well, maybe nobody did. Well, so I guess I'm just gonna, I could leave all that there, but there's no point to. Yeah, I've already said that, didn't I? So I could take all of that out, and then it's just a standing building for no reason. Yeah, and I think I know what this flashing thing is. It's shadows. It's the shadows disappearing. That's why it gets so light all the time, but it's like a weird effect. Yeah, the shadows are coming in and out sometimes. There they are, in that section right over here, especially in some biomes. I don't know. So it gets triggered, I think. Whoa. Well, yeah, I don't need the packagers. Just don't need them at all. So I guess I'll just reclaim the resources gone into the packagers and just leave the building. I don't know, I kind of like the building, I guess, and I don't want to just redo everything. I like the building in the way that the train station's there on the side of it, and yeah, I don't know, maybe the space can be used for something later on. Who knows what? But as long as we got fluid platforms, we don't need these packagers. That sucks, because, yeah, that was a lot of very, well, I mean, it was a considerable time making this, but we don't need it. Alright, so, well, just get rid of it then. Start deleting many things. That's all I can get. Alright. Oh, man, that was actually a huge pain. I know it cannot possibly seem like that, but I have spent a long time. After deleting all that stuff, I spent a long time messing with these pipes in here, trying to get it to look, neat. And I've changed it. It's one of those things where you do it and you change it, you do it and you change it, you do it and you change it, and I don't know, for some reason it just you're not thinking straight at the same time. Yeah, but there it is. I got the pipes. They kind of just come up through the floor, using the space a bit because it's there. And then I have room for 2 more pipes. So one of these is only partially full, and then I've got room for 2 more pipes, so it's a hell of a lot more oil. Probably more than I'll ever need. There they go. 5 pipes in total. 2 are in use. And they kind of come up here. One of the big problems I had was when I'm placing these, they would never go... you see how when you place them, they're at an angle, so they're snapping to I don't know what, but they don't snap to the alignment of these, the foundations, and I don't know why. You can only align a foundation in so many angles. You can't. It's not like a free alignment. You just kind of scroll your mouse button and the thing turns. If you turn like this, it doesn't turn. It stays in the same alignment with the world. So you can only select some angles, and yet when you do it vertically with this, I've noticed, well, when you do it vertically with this, I don't know, for some reason here, it never aligns. And I've noticed that on some other pipes, but that time it was horizontal when I was doing in my factory there, or in my power plant. Yeah, it wouldn't align horizontally on a horizontal pipe. It's like, what? Never seen that before. It would only give me weird angles. Whoa, big autosave there. And so in this case with it, vertically, it was just even worse. It was a big nightmare. I had to experiment a lot, troubleshoot a lot. I was on the internet a lot trying to find out, reading threads and stuff. There's no resolution to it. Yeah. So I just went with, making these bits short, kind of hidden and as best as I can. What is with that, man? That is... Yeah, maybe I'll do that bit again. Oh wait, but I did learn a new key. If I hit insert here, yeah, I can get at that. And then it just boom. Fixed. Alright, cool. Get that thing off. Yeah. Holster that, please. In the end, I wound up like this, and in the end, this is the neatest it's ever been, but it doesn't look very neat. I was doing this, I was being clever here, and because the pipes wouldn't span from there to there, and then I kind of wanted to be clever there, kind of leave it nice open, and so I put a lot of work into that, and I thought that looked really nice. But these happen to be odd spacing, with the way it connects onto this, and then these wall things, they don't space the same way as other things like wall output, wall holes and stuff for pipes and stuff. So they have, like, this length here is an odd length, so you have to then get around that or use it all over the place. And I didn't know that. Stuff like that. All right. And I have it hooked up to power, and so now this is operational. Oh, I need a train. Yes. Let's get the train, shall we? We just need a train in here. I hope I have stuff for my train now. Yep, that looks about right there. Ooh, okay. It hums with excitement. A freight car. 1, 2, and I guess it just kind of snaps. Is that snapping? I think it is. All right, so I have 3 cars and 3 platforms for each car. So when this thing comes around, it will stop up here at the train station, which is default named Tallinn or something like that. Don't know what that is. It's maybe it's like the rest of them. It's like a city in Germany. Yes, those Tulians, or Tulians, well, I guess I would say the Tulians, yes. The Tulians are naming things. They want everything to be like the fatherland, not as the grandfatherland, because you can't talk about the grandfatherland, or the great-grandfatherland, or any of those things. Okay, I think that's ready to go. We need a track. Okay, finally I can make a track, and good news! I don't have to make a depackaging station. I can just haul this all the way up to the thing, get a train station there, and then that's it. Okay, so now for the big job. Man, I've been working on this all day. Maybe 8 hours I've been doing this. I've been doing this for 8 hours. Started this episode probably 8 to 10 hours ago, something like that. Alright, so the best way to do one of these would be to just align the foundations. And, yeah, and then use a pillar to stack it all up to the right height. Alright, well, first of all, I think the train is coming out this way. So I think maybe when it comes in, I'll have it go around the building, and then it'll come back and it'll merge back. It'll be like a little loop-de-loo at each end. So I suppose that'll just start right here. Alright, the train comes out, and so looks like I'm kind of straddling 2 foundations almost. Okay, I need my foundations menu. But I think I'll continue using concrete because concrete is very nice. Alright, so what we're going to do is do like this. I'll have it separated by 1. And the train can just come around here. Can it make this angle? No, it can't. Okay, here's the railway. It attaches right there. I can't actually, I can't turn it with like the mouse wheel or anything, so I gotta turn it by dragging it. And I wish I could hover. Okay, that looks like it is maybe the most even right there. Okay, so that is the turn it's gonna make. But I think it could do a little bit sharper. Let me try this again so that we don't have to cut this corner. Just bring it out slightly. Yes. And then... ooh. And then, how's that? Yeah, there we go. Alright, and that needs to continue on. And I'll probably just update you every once in a while as the progress continues, because this is going to take a really long time. And I need to think about, do I want it in straddling two foundations? You know what? It should be, because it's going to take turns and stuff, and yeah, it just should be. It's not the easiest thing to align, and it can end up looking silly if you're just trying to get it on one foundation. Two foundations it is. Alright, cool. I've got this far, and I've ran out of concrete again. So I gotta go all the way back up the mountain and get more concrete. Partially because I had this big long ramp, and I use it with the smaller ones, with the smaller angle, right? The 2 meter angle, rather than the 4 or the 8, I think. But that one is really thin, so I wanted it to be a thick bridge. Excuse me. Yeah, but you can't get that with the thin one, so I had to multi-layer it, and even the thin ones cost exactly the same amount as the thick ones. So yeah, each one is 7 concrete, so you stretch out, you know, you zoop 10 of them, and that's 70 concrete gone. And so I had to like triple up on them. I did the same thing up here, but I pulled out an old trick of mine that I used a really long time ago. And, you know, look at that. See, I think that even looks a little bit better, maybe, you know? You just kind of like, you know, it's like it got a little suspension in there or something like that. It's like a hollowed bone, you know, something like that. It's stronger with less. I don't know. But at least it saves on concrete rather than this, but that's fine. Wonder if that's gonna be a problem. That flying thing literally just flew. I don't know where it came from, but it flew maybe over that, and it just kind of clipped the road and flew over it or something. Don't know if there's gonna be a collision, but then again, what are the chances? I mean, you got the train going around, you got that thing coming by every once in a while, you know. Chances are probably low, right? Not gonna be in a collision. You gotta take it in little bites. Little bites. Still saying really sharp turn, huh? You can't do that either. Too short. Okay, well that's too close to the rock anyways. Alright, so that's not gonna work. Oh dear, I didn't even see that part. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, so I'm just kind of, I've gotten to here, and I've gotten to a bit of a tricky spot, you know, these narrow, not narrow, but these gradual slopes that I'm trying to use just aren't enough. I'm having to really kind of, what do you call it, corkscrew? Yeah, kind of corkscrew. It's not, well, I've taken a big, one corkscrew so far. Gonna have to take a bit of a second one here. If I jut straight up here with a ramp, it's just not enough. It won't clear the rocks. So I just need a little bit more. There we go, that's a lot better. I think that's good right there. Come over here, but is this any good over here? Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, that looks good. So we gotta maybe right through here. Yeah, maybe extend this out just a little bit more. 2, 2, and then climb. Up. That's okay, the bushes, they can go. Oh, I think we just made it. Yes. It's like resting on the ground. Alright, where's my chainsaw? Little grapes or something, alien grapes. All right, that's just a tiny little clipping, you know. There was a storm, and a little bit of soil washed up onto the track platform. That's normal. Nothing unusual here. And look, you got some flora growing. It's just nice, right? So we'll leave it there. That's great. That's epic. And right, cool. Now, oh dear, what is this thing? Got right in our face. Ooh, but check it out. Look at that. There's like a little cave here. I can maybe blow this sucker. Wait, do I have any bombs? I do! Alright, are you ready to blow a cave? What kind of mystic treasures await? Ooh, whoa, it is a cave. It's actually a cave. I've gone in here like it's zombie land or something. Just a summer sloop. Oh wait, the cave keeps going. Maybe. Ooh, cool.
Relaying message.
Another.
Hello, this is paternal figure.
Paternal figure? Could you shut the bloody hell up? Cause what? Wait a second. The only remedy. Alien art? What is the? Wait a second. What? That should be... Oh, look at that. You can even see the other side from here. That should be blow-upable. Let me try to get it here. Yeah, there it worked. Got one. That's okay. I like... Ooh. Yeah, I like it. Just walk through there. It's just walking room. If you have a buggy, you might be able to drive through there, but have to clear the entrance out. Alright, what do you say about, you climb up here and then just go at a diagonal through these trees. I think that'd be kind of cool. That's generally in the right direction. Alright, might need to take out some trees. Don't know, let's see, that goes, yeah, that's kind of where we need to go. There's no problem taking out trees. Some of these trees, like this thing, obviously you can't take that out. Maybe I'll kind of head for that sort of rock stand, and then we can like stand. We can use it as support, save on a few concrete, and then cut straight across from there. It kind of go right by my other railway, kind of go right in front of it. Yeah, it's supposed to like shoot off this way and possibly collect more resources in the future, and this will just block it and we'll have to like go around it or something. Or under it. Yeah, it'll have to like drop off the end a bit. I don't know, it'll be interesting. Alright everybody, you joined me a million hours later. Actually, it's the next day for me. Worked all into the night, worked almost all morning, and wow, it's already 4 p.m. and I'm still working. But much has been accomplished. I'll show you that in a minute. Right now, I'm going to my other geothermal vents. I've just created 2 more. And I'm going to hook all these up, so all the geothermal vents are now going to be just hooked up directly into the power plant. And all the power plant is going to be on a separate network, as it should be. Let's see, so I have... Yeah, I just made one. I'm headed off to the second one. So I think now I have, let's see, I had 3 before, and then I have maybe... 4, and then 5, 6, and then maybe this is 7 and 8, something like that. So I've got a lot more power. Ah, there it is. How's the power now? Let's see, should I do that? I kind of have it look, I like it, looking out onto the lake there. Oh yeah, the ladder's facing that way anyways. Have it nice. You can climb up the ladders, stand on the thing, and look out over the lake. That's how I did the other one. It's a very small lake, the other one. Alright, cool. So now, let's see. As far as production, the capacity says it's about 5. Well, the capacity is always changing depending on these things. So these are like a high-level thing, high-level tier, but once you unlock them and you have the materials, you can just build them, you place them on the geothermal vent, and they just produce electricity kind of in waves, just forever and ever. All you gotta do is build it on there and hook it up to a power line. Of course, Nikola Tesla would just transmit the power wirelessly, but nobody liked that. Well, nobody who had a lot of money liked that. So we're using power lines, which are really ugly, and there, of course, you have massive power loss through the power line over distance. All right, so as you can see, it's fluctuating all the time. You know, they just generate. It kind of breathes like that. It's kind of breathing, so it generates from like 100 megawatts to 300 megawatts. Something like that of power, and it just fluctuates back and forth between those. So the more you have, the more steady it would be, probably, unless they're all on like the same timer, which I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's what they do. Maybe they're not all on the same timer. Alright, so let me go show you what I have accomplished off camera. Alright, just gotta parkour through the mushrooms here. Ooh. It's kind of like playing a Spider-Man game, except instead of webs you have a jetpack and floppy hands. Although, truth be told, I haven't actually played a Spider-Man game. Alright, so I think I saw you this in the last recording. I should have anyways. It's gonna be quite an episode here, but it's a monumental, massive project. This is for one episode. This is a massive project. It's possibly the biggest project I've ever done. You know, it combined in the series, in the whole series, and this one episode is the biggest chunk of it, I would say. You know, except for maybe the whole building of the house around the power plant, the kind of building itself, which was, yeah, actually that was probably the most time consuming. However, that was just me being creative and trying different things and wondering what to do, and it doesn't really have any function. Oh wait, except for boosting the power, of course. Yes. All right. So I think all of this is connected up. I've gone and made sure that all of my there they are, oil pumps. These are all now on, and they are connecting. And these oil, pipes in here are all full of oil. And that happened because I made this first, and then this was actually connected to this power grid, which ran along these small roads here and connected up all the oil pumps. And then when I went all the way back, and there is the train bridge, there it is, all with its supports in place. When I built it over at the power plant, and then I connected that train station up, the power traveled through the tracks, and from this train station, if you just click on it, it shows you almost nothing except just a power thing, just like you click on the power pole, like one of those that I just showed you before. Of course, it does have the timetable tab, which that controls the trains. But basically, it's a power pole, and so I connected that one, and the power traveled through the tracks, came out of this one, and entered this power network, which turned all the pumps on, and I cannot believe I didn't have a power failure. I just have no idea, because I did a lot of messing with the pipes. The pipes were full of oil before, but I made new pipes, I deleted old pipes, and I connected pipes, and the oil was draining the opposite way because, the pipe was empty. And I thought for sure that all of those pipes turning on, with just one, or no, I had, I think, 4 geothermal reactors, plus the one coal generator, which had 3 power slugs in it, so 250% capacity. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was going to overwhelm the system, but it didn't somehow. I don't know. A lot of the oil pumps were just, they were on, but they weren't pumping oil because the pipes were full. But yet, you know, especially this top pipe, which is probably the newest one, was going. But I still can't believe, like, even with, you know, my jetpack, my hover pack on, I have the train. Actually, the train, maybe, because it's stationary, perhaps it's not using power. The train station itself, look at that, it costs 50 megawatts of power. And so I connected up 2 of them. I just can't believe I didn't have a power failure. I mean, still. So that's one reason why I connected up more of my geothermal reactors, the ones that I had built and were basically not connected to anything or just not doing anything. And then I built 2 more and connected those up. So now I think I have 8 altogether. That's a lot of power. And yeah, so the bridge goes on. The bridge is there. And it's all finished. I wonder if I can drive this train. I can! The train works! And I'm confident now that we can actually drive it because now I have power. Alright, cool, driving now a train. I don't have a load of oil, but we'll see how it goes. So I spent a lot of time on this, you know, bridge. Look at it, here it is. Oh man, it's got to snake its way up because I was, let me brake. Oh, look at that, air brakes like a Pagani Zonda, nice. Okay, let me come out of here so I can use my hover pack. Is that thing gonna roll all the way down? And I'll just talk you a little bit. Like this is, I spent a lot of time on this. I did a lot of work, and the only thing I regret though is that I can't put like railings like this up on the slope because they don't have any except for hand railings, which are these. But I don't know, when you do that, especially here on this big thing up a big distance for a train, it just looks stupid, so I just kind of left them off. Besides, they don't, you know, when they do go up, but it's not smooth either. It's still kind of, one end is always higher than the next end, you know, kind of thing. So I just left them off. You know, maybe later they'll add something like this in the game I can put on there. But yeah, so I'm using these the most shallow slope. These are 2 meters, so I guess they go up by 2 meters. Doesn't look like it, but I'd say that's like a half a meter, if you ask me. But then again, things are actually a lot bigger than they appear on your screen. I do know that. Alright, so being that I, you know, used the shallow slope, I had to kind of corkscrew it a bit. Yeah, this was pretty difficult to make, but as I was... Well, I did the, you know, I did the bridge first, and then I put the track on. And the track, you know, you have to learn how to make it. You have to learn how it works before you can really make the track. And this is an impeccably placed track, if I'm going to toot my own horn here. Which I will, because I deserve it. I spent a lot of time on this, and a lot of the corners, like, I even refined my skill, and I came back to some of the corners which I didn't like. You know, it kind of had, you know, squiggly, or it wasn't straight when it came onto the straights, and I fixed those corners, and I fixed those straights, and finally, yeah. Yeah, the track looks good. You'll see it as we drive the train. If you play this game, then you'll go, ooh, that's a straight track. If you don't play this game, you'll go, it's a track, whatever. Like that. Other than that, you know, I've kind of... you know, you don't need supports for anything, you know. Once you place something, you can remove supports and it will just hover there forever. It's part of the... You know, so there aren't any, like, physics in the structures itself. It's kind of how we can build so much and still have, like, frame rates and stuff. In this game, it's a bit like Minecraft that way. But yeah, this is what I've done for the supports. You know, a lot of pillars, and then I've kind of like made some kind of connecting features where it's been straight, or like the pillars very long. You know, kind of like make it look like it's a standing structure. Yeah, that's what I've done. All right. We shall power on. Alright, these trains are pretty cool, you know, the design of it, and it's pretty cool. And to get these, to get the track on these corners, to get it looking this nice, it takes a lot of effort. It really does, and it takes no how and effort. So yeah, I can go diagonal on this bridge as long as it's straight. I can't take a diagonal if it's on an incline, but I can if it's straight. I did move the bridge once. Before it was kind of going through some trees. It was really nice. I really liked the way it looked, but it wasn't working out for me. Oh, I forgot to mention. So as we back up down at full speed down the track, right, so I wanted, of course, the thing to align with the starting place, which we came from. And then, of course, I wanted it to align with the ending place, which is the power plant up there. So, yeah, I built the bridge and I came this way with it, right? Coming up here, and then as I got near the power plant, I realized that, you know, it wasn't going to align. Actually, I got pretty much up to the power plant. Yeah, I did. And it wasn't going to align, right? And as I thought about it, I thought there's no real way that's really good enough for the effort I've already put into it. There's no good enough way to align it as it is. So I built the train station there at the power plant, and then I worked my way back, and I passed the bridge that kind of went through the trees because it was at a different position. And, you know, maybe I could have tried a bit harder to make it go through the trees. I really like that. You know, I had trees really close to the bridge on either side, and it was kind of cool looking. But it's not that way anymore because I remade the bridge and took a different route because I had it join up right here. This is where it joins, and so, you know, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, nobody's really looking, and so obviously these two angles, they don't match up. Well, they kind of almost do, but that wasn't totally intended. I just took the angle there, and then I took the angle there, and then I needed them to match up, so this was the only place. Ooh, ho, ho. Yeah, that guy, he flies straight through the track right there. He just glitches through the entire thing on that lower side. Right, so this is the only place in the track which, like, comes really close to the ground, or actually could actually, you know, intersect to the ground. So I made it here. This is where they, you know, meet, and you don't notice it too much that this side of the bridge and this side of the bridge don't line up at all. Because it just goes over the ground right there, and they both kind of fade into the ground. So that's how I did that. It's about the halfway point in the middle of nowhere too, so that's kind of useful for disguising my incompetence. Alright, and here is the ending point as it comes into this Brenda Sea right there. Brake, brake, brake. Oh, you know what? That's the brake button there, yeah. If you hold reverse, it says brake, but the actual brake button works a lot better. Alright, and another good thing about choosing the train method, besides that I don't need the packing station and unpacking stations, another point that's good about it is that when you lay the track, you can always use your hover pack near it. And it's actually got pretty good range. Like, it's got, like, I mean, like right there. I think that's about the range of it. Yeah, probably. Once you have the track laid, you can kind of fly around it, and that's how I made the pillars that hang down from it and then attach to the ground and then support the whole thing. So I decided to wrap the train around this way, around this rock, and kind of cover this bit. But, you know, I couldn't drop pillars from here, so this is what I've done here. I've made kind of these things. And then once I made them, I thought, you know what, they look kind of cool. I kind of like that. And so I did some more over here as it wraps around this. Done some more over here instead of just dropping the pillars down. And you know what? Then I thought, maybe I should have just done the whole track that way, because it was actually easier. These things are a bit of a pain in the ass to drop down. You got to keep switching your materials and then drop it down, fix it, and connect it. These are just so much simpler to make. All you need is, well, you know, you need 3 actually, but still, they're all, for all the clicking that you do and the alignments that you do, these are actually a lot simpler, and they do look pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have made the whole thing with these supports, to be honest. But yeah, there they are. So they're being suspended over my highway here with just these concrete foundations. Over here, you know, I got this kind of nice nature area, you know, with the rivers, with streams running through them, so I kind of wanted to preserve that, you know. I didn't want to block and cut off any streams, so I've kind of, you know, this wasn't too bad, I thought, so, you know, the stream can go as it is. And here, you know, I needed supports here, so this is what I've done here. I've kind of made it straddling the stream like that, so the stream goes off that way. And then nature was kind of helping out here, so I, you know, took the lent hand from nature, and then, you know, down here I've kind of avoided the streams a bit as well. Just, you know, just slightly changing the structure, the architecture. Yeah, well, whatever. By slightly changing my plans, I can live in harmony with nature, and that is the point of my factory from the beginning. It's why my home base in the factory is actually green. It's painted green because it's meant to be in harmony with the planet. And that's why we use fuel generators, because that is a renewable, abundant, unending resource, which is green, even though it's black and red and orange or yellow. And that means we don't have to use the nuclear stuff, which always creates waste, which you just have to chuck somewhere, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all the wildlife suddenly needs a hazmat suit. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually curious. We should actually be able to pick up oil and transfer it to Brenda C. From whatever it is we came from. So I'm going to try that. A slight malfunction there. Alright, so does this then... I don't think those aerodynamic... Does it then... Do I need to scoot forward a bit? How about a little bit more? No. Oh, wait. It's docking. Okay, what? Maybe I just had to wait longer. Ooh. And then it pulls out giant tankers and then drops them in there. Just slots them right into the teeth there. There it is. We got an autosave coming, so I'll just wait for that. And there it is. We have loads of oil now. Okay, autosave complete, good. But how many loads of oil do we have? Open inventory. This has 1,600. That's a lot. How many a minute do we actually need? Actually, I only needed 684. We do not need 3 trailers. I don't know how long it takes to complete a loop of this. When I set the train onto just automatic, you know. I can flush the oil out of here if I wanted to. I can just flush it all. It's very clean. It just comes out and it just disappears, immediately being reabsorbed into sky, the air. Yeah, so each one is 1,600. But of course, I don't think, you know, the actual oil pumps won't be able to keep up with that. they won't be able to keep up with the train. Yeah, but I kind of like having 3 trailers on the train. You know what? I might even make an extra trailer. Can I? Well, can I? Transportation. Yeah, I can. You might as well have more freight cars than you need. There's a trailer. We'll have, yeah, a nice 5. Might as well. It's a train after all. I mean, who has a train with just 1 trailer being carted around continuously? People who have a much longer track than this, probably, actually. Alright, coming into dock once again. Wait, no! Wait, did somebody switch the track again? Oh, stop! Why have you switched? What? No, does it switch every time I go through? Like if you go through once, does it switch? Why would that happen? Maybe I don't need this. Toggle switch. I'm gonna have to check on my other one, because I have the same setup on my other track, but I've never had a problem with it. Okay, here we go. Into port. Get it slowing down. Slow, 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 slow. Not that slow. And just stop it right there. Yeah, okay. Oh, press F to dock. Will it dock automatically if I don't press F? I didn't press F before. Okay, F. They're docking. And docking. Okay, move it up slightly. Okay, stop. Well, I don't know. It won't dock. Is that because these pipes aren't connected, maybe? Could be. This is powered. Alright, so I guess the only thing is that we have to connect these things to somewhere. I guess they don't want... it's not like a truck station where you can have resources going in without any way for them to get out. Well, anyways, we have to connect them up anyways, so that is the next step. That is what I'm doing today, now. Okay, so piping. The piping needs to go all the way over here and up into here. There we go. And then this is where water is coming in. These are all asking for the raw oil. There we go. Heavy oil residue. It wants 3 cubic meters of crude oil, which is what we're trucking in. I have put the end of the pipe here. Why have I done that? Or no, here. This is where the end of the pipe... Well, that's one end of the pipe. Other than that, the other end of the pipe is over here. Okay, well, this is in the way. We can move that and then have... Yeah, we'll just move that. Okay, so this needs to go. I don't know, I can't remember why I put those there. I think I was thinking maybe I'd have more pipes coming through here at some point and, I'd just, leave the... See, the pipes can go out there, but then this thing is here, so they'd be coming, like, out here. And, well, no, they can... No, that's fine. They can run along this edge of the building. Indeed, we'll have them running along the edge of the building, and then they'll come about to here-ish. Ah, no! I need to have those fluid platforms facing the other way. Duh. Alright, so move the train, flip these platforms around. Look at the flaps that come up. That just would not help very much at all. It doesn't go that fast, you know? Like the aerodynamics, you know, that works when you're going really fast. This train goes like, what, maybe 50 miles an hour tops? And then you have these three little things which don't pop up all that much. Oh, you know what? They could... No, wait, maybe they're not aerodynamics. Maybe they are vents for the brakes, because the brakes, like, light up and they get, like, hot. Yeah, I bet that's what it was intended for. I always thought those were, like, you know, like air brakes, but... Or maybe it's a dual thing. Maybe, you know, it's like, open up the air vents, and then you can have, like, a tiny bit of air braking for a massively heavy thing at 50 miles an hour. You know, it's like gonna affect it. It's gonna decrease the braking distance by like 3 hairs width. Alright, these things need to be turned around. So 1, 2, 3. Get me those. It's gonna drop me. Okay. Yes. Fluid platforms. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Not that we need 3. But it's cool to have 3. Train station gets bigger. So, I mean, why wouldn't you have 3? Does this need to be reconnected again? Probably not. Guess we'll find out later. If there's like a big crash and the train goes plowing into the station off the track. Alright, the fluids are going to come out of there. That means they'll be able to... So this is the... Yeah, this is where they'll be coming through. They'll go over the train. Actually, they need to come on this side here. So they'll go over this. Yeah, that's right. They'll go over that. Actually, remove that and that. What we're going to do is have some wallages. Yeah, concrete wall. I just feel like the concrete just looks the best. Zoop it. That is... Go about right there. Because it needs to go over the train. Just. I don't want him to go, like, massively high across this big open space. Because that would look dumb, obviously. So, there we go. Some wall holes for the pipes. Let's see, there's 3, so they're going to be at 3 different heights. But we don't need 3. I only actually need 2. But we might as well have 3. We have a lot of capacity for 3 pipes going in. You know, it's all for future expansion, right? Future expansion. Alright, so we'll have... One of them's got to be at the lowest level. So where's the train height? Maybe it's about... Let me try that. Alright, no, that's an angle. Sorry, we can't have angles. We have to put another wall right here. Is it about that high? Yep, it's that high. Put my thing. Middle of that wall. Right, yeah, right there. Yeah, and I think that just barely clears the train. Let's come over here. Boom, boom. And now, how about that? No! It clips the train. Alright, so that has got to be 1 higher. Alright, so cool, I've got them across. They went right in here. Maybe I... Did I misalign them a little bit? I don't know, but I think that's fine. They can go right in here. That avoids clutter on the outside. And that's an important thing, you know, avoiding clutter on the outside. Like, that's why I didn't build any of this here. Just to avoid clutter on the outside. Alright, and there we go. I've kind of made like a little, you know, a little bridgey kind of thing for this thing to go through as it houses the pipes that it goes under, just barely clearing. And, you know, when you're on the outside, you can look over here and see through the window. The train goes through there. You don't have to miss a glimpse as it passes beyond the wall. Yeah. And then I've, you know, put this ramp in here with the bridge that comes over here. So now you can just cross over here, out of the way of the flying train when it comes through here, so you don't get run over. You can safely pass. And then you come out here and you get hit by a train over here. You get a little bit longer to live. That's the whole thing about it. Alright, so now for the next pretty hard part. What do I do about these? Alright, so they've got to go up to the next floor still. And they need to come past over here still. They could just run along the wall, but of course I have this door right here. But then again, I need to get up there. Yeah, but then again, if I look here, I've only got 2 pipes. So the third one is redundant. I definitely don't need. I need 1 pipe and a little. Now I need 1 pipe and one pipe. Yeah, 1 pipe and a little, basically. 1 pipe and about 15% of the next pipe. And that's what this game is about. It's about satisfactory. How satisfied are you with what you've built? Not, is it working? Of course, if it's not working, you would be satisfied. But, like, you know, working is one thing. That's not actually hard to do. Making it look good, that is hard to do. Look good and work and be big. That's the challenge here. That's okay, that's okay. It doesn't matter. What we're going to do is move all these pipes higher up onto this wall by using this, which is actually, unfortunately, it's... Hey, focus there. Oh, it is. Wait. Oh, yeah, if you put these on a beam, if you stretch a beam up and you put these on a beam, it's a different spacing, slightly different spacing than if you put them on a wall. Okay, so these are fine. What we gotta do here, 1, 2, 3, here, see if that works. Horizontal to vertical, there we go. And, oh no! No, we have to, right, have to start from this, nope, this side, yes. There we go, that works. I'm gonna need pumps now because that's all kind of like climbing up. You know what? I don't know if these give any. I don't know if the fluid platforms, when they pump it out, I don't know if they give any head lift. It doesn't say either way, so I'm gonna assume that it does give head lift. Anytime a pipe comes out of a machine, you usually do get head lift from it. It's a small amount, 10 meters, so it should be enough to get this vertical out of there. So we'll have some pumps like right here, actually. We'll probably pump them right there. That would probably be good. So 5. Oh no, don't have enough space. Well, there we go. Space those out more. Put the head lift, or put the pumps that give many head lifts here. Alright, I think that'll do it. So there's the top one. I think the top one only has the, you know, the fewest machines on it. I got these wall holes to go pass them through the, no, floor holes to pass them through the floor, and they go up here, and you know, it takes a bit of space, but you can walk around that. So let's see, foundations, that is this one. Put that back. There it is. And then what I've done here, so what I've done is forget what I was doing and do the wrong thing. Yeah, that's not where they're supposed to go. Alright, so I need, yeah, I need like this, but maybe that's a good placeholder, you know. Okay, that is going to be about right there, possibly. Try that, there. If that works, then there. So 1, 2. These got to come out of here. What is that? Invalid shape. An invalid shape. Why do you... Auto. Noodle. What does the auto look like? The auto's fine. Just give it the auto then. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so these, yeah, they don't go. There was I thinking. 1, 2, 3. You go away, because these coming out of here. There we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. And so they wrap around the outside. and they go around the pipe on the outside. There, that's the only place you get to see them. Unfortunately, no, safe. I hit a dry spot. Actually, you know what though? I would prefer it if I could get, you know, like one of those oh. Wonder if I could do that. Yeah, that thing, that's what I want. Yeah, so this thing, so we can see from the outside over here how much oil is going through the pipes. We can see if we're low or they're stuffed, you know. It's either going to be they're low or they're full, you know, or somewhat full. We can see if they're pumping or not. That could be useful at some point, so we can see from the outside, but just extending these things a bit longer. There we go. Yeah, so instead of having them come there, just have them do that. Brilliant. Okay, I don't know what I'll do with that third one, but up top where the pipes are actually going, I mean, you know, I just don't have any. There's no space for them up there. All right, what I need is insert. Give me the wall. Place that. Avoid the dry spot. All right, so now, is this thing gonna let me dock? Let's find out. Brake. I passed it. Well, maybe I need to go forwards anyways. Alright, too much braking. There we go. It's too far forward. There we go. F to dock. Docking. Docking, come on. What is this problem? Ah, jeez, why? I got pipes connected up. I don't know. How do I get out? Maybe I need pumps on these? Do I need pumps on these? 5. Can't fit a pump on that one. Okay, there we go. Pumping. You got power, right? Oh yeah, you got power. Okay, we got fluid. Yeah, there it is. Bunch of crude oil. Could at least do one, right? F to dock, come on. I don't think the pump matters, to be honest. Pump just doesn't matter. It's not going to factor in if you have any head lift at what point along the pipe, how high up. Oh, that's where I've gone wrong. Oh my god, train settings. I've forgotten about this. It's been so long since I set up a train. Unload. unload. Ah, geez, it's been a long time since I set up a train and truck station, which reminds me, I just set up those truck stations. I better make sure that those are set to load. Well, no, the natural default setting is load. Okay, right, man, we're good. Okay, now, dock. Yeah, so unload, right? Good. Anything else? Here we go. Dock. And it's moving! There we go. It's just a train. The platform setting was, yeah, load, unload. Okay. Phew, I need some AC. There they go. Big tanks of oil, big loads of oil filling our factory. It is getting so close to being finished. It is really this huge project. Alright, cool. And where am I? Look at that. The stuff is being put up there. Yeah, it seems to have head lift, so it's being pushed out of here. It's being pushed down. There we go. Still flowing at a nice good rate. Down through here. Down through here. Is that flowing at a decent rate? It should, as long as it's flowing up. And then it gets to a straight part. It shouldn't need pumps to give it head lift, but it actually might help. So yeah, this one is full. That's why it's not flowing. Yeah, that one's already full. There we go, because these are all filling the machines now. That's what they are doing. I know that's what they're doing. There we go. See all the... Oh, yeah. Look at all the oil going into those machines. The ones on this pipe don't have that many. 530 a minute. That's just because they're near the end. That's why. Whoa! And these things, some of them are producing heavy oil residue and polymer resin, which means, oh my god, some of these things are going to be, they're going to be getting, oh wait, they don't have water. Wait, why don't they have water? But there they go. This one's got polymer resin in there. Just doesn't have water. Well, it's not ready for these things to come on yet. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's a good thing I put more geothermal reactors up, because this would have definitely broken the power system that we had. Some of these machines aren't set though, because I haven't clicked this. I've only done a few just to make sure. About the recipes, see, only a few of these things are on. They're green and they're going. So what about water for these things? I know that these things are... Oh, yeah. Okay, I haven't connected the water pumps up to power yet, because... Alright, I think that's pretty much it, is it? Is that pretty much it? There's still a few little things to do, of course. Okay, I gotta make sure everything, like the water, we need water, right? We need sulfur. Okay, I gotta connect the sulfur. And I gotta make sure other things. I gotta make sure that everything that... Yeah. Okay, so this... Everything that is coming into here needs to be powered by here. So far, so good. The oil is all coming into here. The oil is all being powered by here. Then we need the water, and then we need to do the sulfur. I need the sulfur on its own... power line. This power line on this runway here is a different one. This one is for the bauxite. All of these things are for the bauxite. But I've kind of spaced them close together so I can fly down it with my hover pack. I'm not sure. I have this hypertube, but I'm not sure. Like, this was temporary setup, but I want the hypertube on this highway, so I'm not sure where the hypertube is gonna end. I think ending it right there is actually good. I think that's what I'll do. Well, hell, even right there is probably... you know what? Maybe that's not temporary. That's probably a permanent location. This is temporary, that nasty thing. But yeah, okay, so I need to make sure about the wiring. Everything that is being used, pumped, created to be sent here and turned into power needs to be powered by this thing. So I need to get all my wires straight, cannot cross the wires, because this thing needs to be self-sufficient. If the, you know, just like in my last power setup, which was perhaps a bit more complicated because there were wires going everywhere, because it wasn't a separate, it was a separate unit, but I don't know, for some reason it was just more complicated. Also, it didn't help that some of these geothermal reactors were actually powering the factory outside of the power plant. So, but I don't know if that was really causing any issues. I just don't know. You know, the power, if the circuit breaks and the power goes out, these things keep operating anyways. They don't have an on and off. But anyways, that is better now. I've connected these only to this. And so I need to make sure about everything else as well. And I need to make sure about that sulfur node, because that sulfur node was originally being used for other things. So I got to make sure there's enough sulfur pouring out of that one node. I think there is. It probably is. I probably don't need to do much to it. This doesn't need anything else. This doesn't need anything else. It's got the water. We've already got the machine set up. And that is just the sulfur. It's just that one sulfur node. Oh yeah, it was quite a bit more complicated before last time, because I was using, at the beginning I was using, well actually for a long time I was using a different recipe, and that included coal. And then that coal needed to be converted into compacted coal, so I had to have all of those machines on the power network. The coal miners and then the compacted coal factory had to be on that same network. Alright, so I need... those pumps, okay, are there. Alright, you become a Mark II outlet, and then I'm going to put... that's also a Mark II. I'm going to put this down here. Hopefully that's not obstructed by anything on the other side. You, that's not very neat. Go here and then go here. Cool. There it is. That looks good. So I need cables. These cables are gonna go like there. There. Just like this, all the way down. There's a slight bit of poison as we traverse the sulfur line. That's okay, sulfur is poisonous anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I guess, well, if you ingest it, it's poisonous. Alright, so, you don't need you. We do need you. Oh yeah, start pumping that. So this is, what is this? It's a normal node with a really good miner on it. That's because at one point we were using a lot of sulfur that was for the compacted coal. We're hardly needing any compacted coal now because our fuel generators don't need it anymore because we got a better recipe. It doesn't need any coal. So I think that's gonna do it. That's just totally gonna be fine. But we need to feed this belt into the machines, which goes all the way to the other end of the factory on the upper floor to make a turbo fuel. It might even be a good idea to run the sulfur under the factory. Is that possible? Yeah, I think. Could connect it up to these pillars. Let me check where the sulfur needs to be coming in at exactly. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. The sulfur is going to be coming down this line. Along with the, what is this, petroleum coke? Yeah, the petroleum coke. And it's gonna flow down this line, right, on the lower belt. This lower belt is gonna carry the sulfur. No. Yes. Yeah, and then I can use something I've never used before. A conveyor lift hole. How is that gonna work? Does it go about right, maybe there? Yeah, put it right there. And then 8 is the lift. It it'll go through the foundation anyways. What? It doesn't snap to that. Oh, it does snap to that. Okay, well, then I see. Okay, so it doesn't go there. Like butts up straight against it. Maybe there? Okay, these function different than normal conveyor lifts. They're like mini or something. Okay, there we go. So give me that. Oh yeah, we're on the upper floor. This could travel along the floor. Oh, look what it's perfectly in line with. Is this rock structure thing? No. Okay. Okay, so what I can do is... No. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's gonna be about right there, I think. What I can do is get me a... Oh, no, it doesn't want to attach to the... Okay. I know what I need. Haha. This is gonna be brilliant. Take this out. What you do is you get the 2-meter wall, or the 1, whatever works, okay. Do that. Now get me my thing. Where is it? There it is. Yes, I know you're there. Yes. There we go. Delete that. We don't need those. Put that back in there. Does that line up? Wait, does it? No. Oh, because it's not. Alright, fine. Oh, no, okay. Okay, just put that there, and then we just gotta connect that. Yeah, it's just gonna have to have a belt. An extra tiny little belt. Alright, 8. Come down. There it is. 9. No! Yes. Now we can have it flowing down here. So get me this. Ah, no, I gotta do it for each one. I don't. I know what to do. What you do is you get flat roof and you do that. There we go. And then if I paste it on there, does it align? Yes, I do believe that's exactly the same. Oh yeah, so good. Alright, so give me those things. Good. Take this, stretch them on out. Actually, on second thought, don't stretch them all out, because the belts only go for 6. Yeah. Alright, insert gives me that. Put this on. There we go. Give me another one of these. Put this on 6. Well, check this out. See this wall here with this window in here where the belt comes through? I had no idea, but I'm small enough to fit through there. I can just fit through that. I had no idea I could fit through those windows. Never had success doing it before. Everything is so much bigger. Look, I can actually fit through there. I can stand up in this window. There I am. I'm walking around, slightly jumping in this window. That's how big everything is. Alright, Alright, sulfur can come in like this. There we go. I've set up a kind of a beam that I can attach these onto, the little wall the wall holding things. And there we go. That'll all go in there. It'll go up into this wall, pass through here, past this beam, up on the inside where there's pretty much nothing. And you can see it in there. There we go. It just goes up this wall. Very out of the way, isn't it? This pipe isn't... where's this pipe supposed to be? Oh, that's just an output pipe. No, it's not. It's an input pipe. Oh, but the input's coming from way down there. That's right, that's right. These are fuel generators. Yes, and it comes out up here. Alright, so now... Look at that, I've installed a wall crevasse, and now that should go in there. And can I get in there myself? That would be useful. Yes, there you go, there you go, there you go. Okay, I don't need these ceilings. Alright, cool, and there it is. Oh wait, no. Oh, did I delete a ceiling? Ah, jeez, man. I think I deleted a ceiling. No, not that. I need... Oh, I don't have one. There we go, there we go. That is sulfur. Do we have sulfur on it? No. Why? Oh, I never connected it over here. Alright, so that is... Yeah, that's all connected, I'm pretty sure. There we go. There we go. I'm liking that more. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, with these kind of splitter-like things, you can make tight, sharp 90-degree angles, which is very satisfying. Okay, now that is getting this stuff, whatever it is. It's yellow and it's kind of ugly, but it's getting it. And we've got oil, and that thing's connected. The only thing left is connect this water to power. I don't know, you know what, maybe this line here. I think this should be the main power network line running back to the base to power the base. This one little tiny cable right here. That way this thing on the street can be, you know, part of this. It's not going to be something separate. Yes, that is going to be brilliant. And I can have the power cut off switch. I can have one here and down at the base where it ends. That's a good idea. And then these things they can like power the lights and stuff. And you know what? Fine. It's just a couple of truck stations and maybe the bauxite miners. It's not a lot. They can power that as well while they're here. You know, that way I don't forget about my flight pack. And you know, I come down flying around there for like an hour or something. Come down here and go. Yeah, like that. If the power's off at the base. Yeah, this thing will be, this thing will be the power line as well. And let's see, this actually goes underground. The cable goes straight down to the bottom and it goes underground because I thought, you know, this was like the entrance to this place. And yeah, I got a cable going across here. I didn't want it too busy in here, so I decided, you know, this cable right here, it's going to be in the way. People are going to be driving. Yeah. So I put it underground. But it's there. It's not disconnected. I haven't made that mistake. Alright, then, so. Yeah, actually, I need to make sure that this cable isn't actually connected to the base at all. That's what I need to make sure of. Alright, an hour or so later, things... I've been going back and forth, and I've made... I needed to make one of these power switches, right? So, you know, this cuts off the power to the factory. But I wanted one here in case I'm here, and I wanted one at the factory in case I'm at the factory without having to go all the way down here. So I made one at the factory, a small thing, similar to this but like small. And then I've just made one here, and then I've gone back and like, yeah, well, I tried to kick this one on, and then it shut all the power down, so I had to go back and figure out what was the problem. If one switch is in the off position and you switch one on, all your systems will shut down. So if I switch this off, nothing happens. Alright, so I guess that means in order to shut the whole thing off, I have to shut off both switches. Okay. But, and if I want to turn everything back on, I have to turn on one switch. It wouldn't work, and then I have to come back and turn on the other switch. But I can, I can still cut off the power. So when it's on, I can cut off the power. Everything is still functioning. It's only this one line that leads back to the factory that will be cut off here, or I can cut it off at the factory. Either one. Okay, so that's fine. That's totally good there. I don't quite like how, but it makes sense. I need it to visually make sense because in a while I won't remember what I've done, so it has to visually make sense. All right, now. These need power. Yeah, they still need power, but now this line is now powered, so we can do some powering with this line, which is cool because powering, but I don't want to do that. Actually, I'm going to bring power from inside the wall up here. That'll put an outlet on the outside to fit through this window. There we go. And the outlet is, it's dark. The outlet is, let me guess, behind one of these. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it totally is. It's perfectly right there. Okay, it's gonna go right there then. And I think what I want to do is probably bring this down to, yeah, just put it on the ground. Oh! Nice. Yeah, just stick it in the water there. Alright, there's your power. Did you get power? No, you didn't get power. Okay, I wonder how much I can do before the factory shuts itself down because it's got too much power demand. But fortunately, because it's been taking so long, like, various systems have been coming online, like, a little bit, like, yeah, like the machines up top, like, some of them are turned on, therefore, you know, it's those are making stuff needed over time. And, you know, so that when I actually do turn everything on, it's not like everything scrambling all at once. Things have got, you know, power. Okay, so now these need some back here, so I need, you know, drop it down here in the middle, which is right between there. Five, right there. Do that again. Alright, there's water. Everybody's on. No. Not every, oh, you missed. You missed being on somehow. Yeah, that's something we're gonna have to do right when we, or right before we turn the factory on. These things are operational. They're being powered. They're on to load. Very good. We need to program some tractors to go get that bauxite. The rest of it should be good. This power line should go up there. Should be feeding us bauxite. But as of right now, So the main factory is definitely not being powered. And also right now, nothing has power slugs in it, so I have to do all the power slugs. Mainly that's going to be down here. All 60-something of these machines need 3 power slugs each, and they're going to be turned up to the max. That's going to take a while, definitely won't show you that. Oh yeah, and also I have turbo fuel. But you know what? Maybe we don't need that, because if I can just bring a little bit of the machines online at a time, maybe we'll get a little bit of turbo fuel in the system. What we're doing right now is we're running totally off of geothermal electricity. Geothermal power is what we're running on right now. And if I look here, I'm producing still around 2,000 something, and I'm only consuming 465. So we got a long ways to go. So there we go. Water is going. Let me start programming the machines, turning them on, and giving them the appropriate amount of power slugs that we need up at the top level. Like all of these. Some of them need to be, you know, power slugged a little bit. Most of them don't. And then, once those are all functioning and generating the nutrients that we need down here to actually make the turbo fuel, then turbo fuel will start to be made little by little as the machines get, you know, a little bit of, as everything starts, right? Oh look, even this one is on, but it's not getting water. Oh, I need to, yeah. Ooh, autosave. Need to pump the water up. However, there is a problem. So, these machines have been producing some heavy oil residue, which is good, but these pipes are full and it doesn't have enough head lift to actually push it into this upper pipe. It's all getting stopped somewhere around, probably right just before it levels off. Oh, that's annoying. So it basically means I need a pump on every single pipe for every single machine. Definitely the ones down here, or I need to lower the pipe somehow. Oh dear, no. Okay, good. It looks like it's come there, but, well, okay, it's up. It's gone up to here, but it's not filling up there. I'll probably definitely need another pump. That's for sure. Yes, there we go. Is it going through the... I think it's... Maybe it was just something wrong. Maybe I should have just reset that over there. There it is. Okay, good. These things are getting water now. Very nice. That means this one, this blender right here, it's starting to make fuel. But is it going to be able to pump it up that head lift? Probably not. No. That would be a rookie error, not realizing that I need to keep pipes at a certain height from the ground. I mean, it's not like it's taller than the machine, it's just in front of the machine. You know, but I need to keep it, you know, within like maybe 3 or 4 pipe heights so that the machine can actually pump them out. That's annoying. So big problem here. Problem worked out. I have finally done it. Don't know how long it took. It must have been a long time. But, right, so what I did is I just kind of lowered this. Yeah, you had to lower it, of course. I think the output here of the blue polymer resin, I raised that up. And so now this is coming out the side. It's like got a side exhaust here where the purple stuff pumps it. Is being pumped up there, but oh, it was flowing down here, but we've just run out of oil. We've literally just run out of oil. I do believe... Okay, that's got oil in there. Well, that's got oil in there. Wait, are we out of oil or are we not out of oil? Oh, I'm looking at the top one. Oh, the bottom two. Yeah, yeah. The top one is not the one to look at. Bottom two, that's the one. Wow, they've gone through that oil already? Wait, that one's still got. Well, what is going on? Do I need oil pumps? Hey, how do I get in? Through a window. You gotta get. Ah, missed it. There we go. Oil. Yeah, I do have pumps right there. They're pumping oil. Yeah. So that's right. Those are being pumped up full of oil. Perhaps I need more pumps? Well, I'm going to try putting more pumps on here. Maybe that is the problem. Yeah, no, but... okay. Well, let me just try here. Alright, put one on there. Maybe over here. How about that? That looks good. Looks good. Okay, I'm hearing things coming back online. Alright, good. So we had a lot of pressure before, I guess, because there was a lot of oil, but then a bunch of it was used up, or some of it was, and then the pressure kind of just went down. But now that things are running again, we might need more oil anyways. So maybe if just the pressure gets really low, because we're like basically nearly out of oil. Oh yeah, because these were out. Yeah, anyways, it's about time. I think we need to send this train off on its thing. So what we need to do is timetable trains. How do I do this again? Oh yeah, I remember that this was a bit, this wasn't immediately obvious how to do this, but I've done it before, come on. Oh, I click on the train. Wait. I know I did that before. You just click on it. I clicked on the train before, nothing, it didn't do anything. Okay, here I got a train. Edit. Turn on self-driving. There we go. That's okay. I just need a timetable. Just go there. So plus on this one. And save changes. Yeah, that's all you do. There it is. It's going to go get more oil. Many of them. Big buckets of oil. Alright, go my friend. We're gonna go continue on making sure stuff in the factory, the power, what do you call it again? Power plant is functioning, yes. And I think I can finally hook up the top mouths of these. Yeah, these need to be hooked up. Alright, have we got rubber? Yes, we do. Stacks of rubber are being made. Those need to be shipped off to the factory. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be... That's not a small job. Alright, these are good. They're making coke. Alright, these are all making fuel with water. We just need more purple stuff. The train is off to go get more oil so that we can make more purple stuff. And let's see, over here are the turbo fuel. This thing has made turbo fuel. Look at that. But what is wrong with it? Oh no, it can't pump it out. It's too high again. I put everything up high because, you know, I gave myself more room. Look at the high ceiling. I thought I could put it up higher, give myself more room, space, use the space. But no, you can't do it. You have to put them down low. Else they can't reach. Jeez, man. Alright, fine. Well, at least while they're waiting, we can just have them all at least fill their own inventories. Because I need to redo these pipes. Many mayhems later. Right, so I have been redoing pipes here. I've been lowering these down by one whole wall height, and that seems to be helping. They can go the one wall height higher. They can do that, but only they can just barely do it, and only if you arrange the pipes like I have done with the fuel here. You see that? They're going straight up, and they don't have like a 90-degree angle at the top either. Most of mine, the pipe is set further off this way, and they come out, up, and then over, and then into the pipe. At this height, it won't work, but if you just come out and straight up, it will work. It is just barely low enough, and I don't know if it's working 100%, but if you look, well, these are all waiting on heavy oil residue. We're not getting enough heavy oil residue is the problem. Everything's waiting on heavy oil residue still. The train had gone to the station and had just stopped there. It didn't return. I realize in retrospect, yeah, it seems like, it seems obvious now, but I think in the truck stations, yeah. No, the truck stations. Maybe it was something else. Something else I was thinking of. I thought, like, it was. Oh, it was for the drones. Yeah, the drones operate this way. Okay, the drones have one port, and you send it to the other port, and they automatically come back with the resources and put it into your port it's from. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. The drones work that way. The trains don't work that way. The train, you have to select both stations you want it to go. You have to select all the stations you want it to go to. So I just selected one station, so it went there. It didn't have another station to go to, so it just stopped for a long time. And I was like, "Where's my train?" And I almost went down there, but then I figured it out. Okay, what are you guys waiting on? You guys are, you guys are held up on polymer resin. So you're, have I done something wrong? Okay, polymer resin. Oh, no, I never finished the polymer resin belt. That's right. Okay, how about you guys? You're good. You're pumping out. You're pumping it out. Okay, well, what do you hold up on? You guys are yellow. What's the problem? Oh, you're not, what? The pipe is full of this? Okay, this pipe is going... Oh, the pipe is going all the way down, probably... Okay, the ones that are producing are feeding the turbo fuel blenders to make the actual turbo fuel, but they can't make turbo fuel because they're too low on other resources, which is also using the purple stuff, heavy oil residue, from basically this side of the fence, and this side isn't producing anything because I forgot to do the belt. I forgot to finish the belt. Alright, and this is a bit of a tricky thing. So this needs to come over here, and it needs to go into this one, which is obviously being consumed here. So this is it's a splitter, yeah, so it only has one in. Right, okay, so it's in a bad situation here. Okay, there's just not a lot of space here, and before it was wrapping around the other way and was merging up here with these, but then I had to move the level, and then this is at a different level. I mean, I guess it can. Why can't it? Well, I've just done it. I've just rerouted them all. Because, I think it was because I was going to do something else and I needed to reroute it, but then I did something else because that wasn't going to work out the best, so, yeah, I should maybe route it this way again, and then it could come in here and have to raise it up, but that's fine. I think that's what needs to happen. It's just better that way. It's just better. No. Okay, well, I feel like it's not as nice as when I first made it, but when I first made it, I was giving myself more space. I just kind of did it in the wrong order. Yeah, so if you're doing this and you need pipes and belts, put the belts up high. You want the belts up high. You want to keep the pipes down low. I thought the pipes would look nice up high, and I was like, yeah, the machines, they always push the stuff out, and I've never really had a problem before. Nope. You're gonna have a problem. It's nice to put stuff up high, but you got to keep the belts down low, so definitely put your conveyor belts up high. Alright, all these can now finally get rid of their polymer resin, send it on down to be manufactured into rubber, and they can start, finally, for once in their lifetime, actually, you know, sending purple stuff down the line where we really need it. There we go, there we go. What are you guys waiting on? Polymer resin, I got a lot flowing in there. These things don't really matter. I think I have way more machines than I need. It doesn't matter. They can make as much rubber or as little rubber as they want, as long as they're eating all of the polymer resin. Alright, how do we look on this purple pipe? Down over here. Okay, so yeah, I've had to route the purple stuff weirdly. It can't be this high, so I have to route it over here and then make it this high, which is as high as it should be as it goes down the line. And it looks like it's flowing, not tons. It's still half full. It still needs to go a lot. But... oh dear, I've left a hole in the ground. I can patch that hole up, mate. There we go. Okay. Yes, what are you waiting on? Just polymer resin. What are you waiting on? Not polymer resin. Heavy oil residue. You guys are having heavy oil residue. Very good. Finally, what do we got? Is this thing flowing? Yeah, it's not full, but it's flowing a bit. But it is flowing. Good. And what does it look like down here? Look at that. Turbo fuel generating machines are green. They're green. Look at, most of them are green for the first time ever. That means turbo fuel is getting made and it's not in the inventory, which means it's being pushed out into pipes. And I don't see a lot of movement in these pipes here. It's just a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Are you guys having a problem, by the way? Yes, you are. You need a pump. I have a pump right here on the end. That's what the pump is for. Just push it up to the pump. That's all you gotta do. It's right here. It's right here. Flow rate, nothing. This thing isn't full, though. What in the world? That thing is full. Okay, this is not. It's not doing what it really should do, so I gotta rearrange this. Cool. Jeez, this is getting messy. Okay, you go here and then put my pump back on. Face it the right way, put it here. And get me a wire. Power. So power should be ours, but it's not. Okay, fine, get back on there. Can you pump? Can you pump? You're not pumping. Why aren't you pumping? Why? It's just not pumping. It's decided to just not pump. This thing is full. This thing is full. It's trying to push it up, but it's like stopping at the pump. Why? Don't understand. I've never had problems with pumps before. You just put it, you know, where there is liquid. If there's liquid in the pipe, that means the pressure can push it up that high. So you put the pump on the pipe there, and, you know, it just pumps that, what the liquids that's there, it pumps it up. And how it got there in the first place is because of the pressure in the first place. So that pressure in the first place replaces the stuff it's pumping away. Come on, it's not rocket science. Oh wait, hold on, maybe... oh wait, maybe this is... what is going on here? Ah, man, I think we got pipe problems here. Restring this pipe, what happens? Nothing. So it's got stuff in here. It's these wall holes, they don't work properly. Maybe. Try redoing this side. No? something. Oh, you see the problems I have to deal with? This doesn't make sense. Why? I gotta fiddle around with it. Okay, I got it working. Yeah, I couldn't make it the same thing anymore. It was just, I don't know, like pipes just had to be reconnected. You insert something in the middle of it, and then you do something else somewhere else, and the computer just forgets that it's connected, and you have to kind of do it all over again. Yeah, okay, it's working now. Okay, so. Is it really flowing? Is it really flowing, guys? I don't see any real flowing here. Why? Could be because it needs a pump. Could be because this one is at max capacity. It's not at max capacity. No, it's definitely not. It just needs a pump. Or it's forgotten that it's connected. Because this one is full. This one is chock full. But this one is not full. So full, all the way up to here, and then not full, it's not continuing on. I think that means I have to redo it. That could mean I either need a pump or I need to redo more of it. I don't know. Alright, I got a pump on it, but I had to put it over here, which means this one doesn't seem to be additional now. Oh, now it is. Wait. Oh, okay. It just needed maybe a pressure threshold or something. Alright, so I think basically it's working. We got a little bit of what are you guys? Green, red, maybe it looks like you're struggling to pump it out still. Yada yada. I mean, it's got flow rate, it's pumping it out, but you know, come on you guys, come on, pump it out. They're all struggling to get it out of their system. That's a problem. Why is this a problem? I don't know. Look at that, it's all on the same level. Even this pump is on the same level. It could also be that pipelines are getting full, actually. You know what? Could be. Oh, you know what? We are making a lot of fuel, and I had to stop recording for a little while, but I'm back to it. Let me go check downstairs. So I actually connected these upper ones. So let's finally take the downstairs tube. Oh, I just smacked myself into a thing. Look, and there is turbo fuel. There it is, coming in through the ceiling. And oh, I see green lights. These are all our generators. They're all green. They're all working from the turbo fuel, and the pipes are all full, and the inventories are all full. Yeah, so that is probably the reason why those things aren't producing. You know, they can't get it out of the system because all of these need to be. I don't have them on me, but. Power slugged. Yeah. Power slugged. Every single one of these needs to actually be not at 100% clock speed, but 250% clock speed. That's what all of that is up there for. So that all of these down here can run at 250% clock speed. Otherwise, we're not producing as much power as we should be. So, let's see. Production is... yeah. It's about... less than half as much as we had before. So yeah, once we jack everything up to 250% clock speed, then that'll be about 25,000 plus. And that'll be about where we left off when the great disaster came. And I think that is pretty much, that is the major accomplishment of today. So I think I'll call the episode there. That's it. There's still a few things to do. You know, I gotta get the rubber out and down back there. I gotta... there was something else I was gonna need to do. Oh, yeah. I gotta finish that, the battery thing. I'm sure there's still some tuning and different stuff to work out. You know, of course I gotta do the power slugs and work out all the the details and stuff in there, but it's finished. That was such a huge project. It is such a huge project. Look how much I built. I kind of went all out on this, and now that, you know, I'm kind of... Oh, there's the train! There it goes! Delivering us oil from somewhere. There's my little glassed-in thing. That's the walls are glass. You can't actually get through there. Doink! There we go. You hear that sound effect? I'm banging my face against the glass. Alright, yeah, so, wow. That is finished. Huge, huge, huge project. Finally culminating into today. Probably a hugely massive episode. It's definitely going to be over an hour, I'm thinking. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. All that down there, I can delete it. I don't need any of that. And up there, oh yeah, we didn't even tap the oil nodes around here. Because when I did the Maz, we had so much oil down there, and then the train, shipping it by train became so easy. We have way more oil than we need just down there, and then we've got, what, 3 or 4 nodes here, plus the oil, whatever it is, somewhere over there. Yeah, we got oil for years. With the amount of oil we have at our fingertips here, this whole thing could literally be twice the size, if not 3 times the size. But look at it through the window. The moon glowing upon, you know, I don't know, this thing. The moon glows, and we have this thing. Yes. Anyways, so indeed, I hope that was enjoyable. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned from my errors and my mistakes. And anyways, I'm chuffed. I'm happy. It's done. That was a huge project for me, a huge accomplishment, and a lot of culmination for a lot of hours of work. I mean, this has been literally 2 days. Or no, this episode right here has been a full, hard-on 2 days of doing. So yeah, I'm happy it's done. I'm satisfied, and that is the point of Satisfactory, isn't it? So, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later.